You are listening to Dudes at 4 a.m., episode 12, brought to you by Kettle Cooked Chips and Graham Crackers that were on sale. Biatch! Hello again, welcome. This is episode 12 of Dudes at 4 a.m. We're back, or I'm back at least. These two have always been here, and Sean's back too. So
Word.
So we're back for another full episode. Again, I'm Erin, if you forgot.
Yeah, everybody forgot about you.
He has less boobs and hair now.
He does have less boobs and
And
hair.
my voice is a much lower register.
This is Alex, guys.
That's Mr. Lethal Weapon over there.
It's Brian. What's up, guys?
And we have our friend Sean back.
What's up, guys?
Okay, well then.
Trying to live up to that Sydney hype.
I'm gonna get some water.
All right, I think we're going to start the show right away. So first, I think we have another piece of viewer mail.
We got a little bit of viewer mail. This isn't. It's not. This wasn't an email. It's just a friend asked me this question, and we're just going to talk about it. So, my friend was in a pretty long-term relationship. Okay, and she was in a long-term relationship. She had problems here and there with the guy, but I mean, it's been, I don't know, like a few years. They were together for a few years, but he ended up doing something that he promised her he wouldn't do, and it's not about cheating. It's not about cheating, but it's just something he said he wasn't going to do. And then he did it, and she broke up with him, and now she's trying to figure out how exactly to deal with it. So, I mean, go ahead.
Ooh.
Are we allowed to know the specifics at all?
I think that's all we need to know.
But it wasn't cheating. That's for sure.
It wasn't cheating,
It was
but
trust
it was
issues.
going... Wait, it wasn't cheating, or it's not the matter of cheating?
It's,
It wasn't cheating at all.
this issue isn't cheating, no. The issue
Okay.
that he said he wouldn't do again, because he did it once, and then she was like, I'm really disappointed. And then
Right.
he's like, I'll stop. And then he did it again, and then she was like, okay, I can't trust you anymore.
Okay.
All right. That's pretty valid. I think she's justified in her decision to break up.
Yeah, I mean,
No, it's not.
After-
It's
yeah.
not. It's that, but it's also she still feels like she's in love with him. That's the tough part here. How do we? What are we going to say to that?
Well,
Love's-
okay, I
love's a
mean,
tricky thing.
I think to start, I'm just going to say it outright. I am aware of relationships, and I know people that, you know, have actually cheated, that even if it's both sides or just one side, that the two have cheated and they got back together. Because when it comes down, I mean, personally, I think cheating is the last straw, even though our viewer mail is not cheating. But the fact that, you know, there's a case where the people cheated and then they got back together at the end goes to prove that, you know, people see things differently. And if at the end of the day they still value each other that much, I mean, at the end of the day, it's how you feel. I think.
How you feel?
Yeah.
On the matter of like the case, though, her being in love with him, like that. There's a thing about like being in love and like having a good relationship versus like being in love and like being in love with something that's really hurting you.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
whether you feel strongly about it or like you're in a relationship in passing, or it's like you're just in a relationship to be in a relationship, I don't think it's helping her anyhow to still have feelings. I know she probably can't help it, but she probably has to get her mind off there or do something else because like there are things you love in life, but there is a way to get around them.
Yeah.
There's things that you can take off, or like other things that you love more. Like, let's say you're in a relationship and you love this guy, breaks up with you. You have other things in your life that you love before him. And so I think to get her mind off it, she can probably like look more towards those things, whether it be friends, hobbies, religion for some people. But I think just getting her mind back to things she loved before him that made her feel a lot better then I don't think they disappoint her now.
I don't know. See, because I told her the same thing. I told her to just kind of distract herself. But it's hard because when you're together with somebody for that long, a lot of the things you do are going to remind you of that person. You know,
That's true.
that's just something you have to deal with, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It sucks because like, oh, you can say
It's kind of more of a fact of just sucking it up because
sucking
you
it.
made the decision. I mean, you can still go back, but
I mean, maybe, yeah.
Sean giving harsh realities there.
hey,
That-
man,
that
it's
is-
the truth.
That's true. Yeah.
There's no
There's no
golden
bright side
answer.
to
Yeah,
this.
Exactly,
It's really.
Oh yeah,
just,
definitely not.
It's a
It's
long
just-
uphill battle.
it's just the grind.
Right.
It's all personal.
Yeah, the suggestion would be my suggestion. Like all of our suggestions are, is just find a hobby or
Yeah,
find something you did before that else made you happy. Something else that made you happy.
I understand it can be tough because I know in relationships you like to involve that person with like things that you like and try to get them more to like have like a unified life and have them see your side of life. And so once you're outside the relationship, it's kind of hard because, like you said, everything reminds you of that person.
I mean, on the side of getting back together, like Erin said, like if at the end of the day it's that person you care about, well then make them prove that it's going to be different this time. If you can actually like feel like it's going to be different, and they actually make the effort to show that it's going to be different, then that's a big deal. But I mean, of course, this is going to be the third time this happens, so it has to be something really, really big to show that's like.
You need to be open, but have limits. It goes back to one of our favorite movies here, Crazy Stupid Love. If like it's cheesy to say,
Yes.
but if the person is your soulmate, Julianne Moore in the movie, she cheated on him once, but see that's where you have to talk to your partner because she realized that was just a one-time thing, and then there they realize okay they can get back together, and Steve Carell thought she was their soulmate. They thought they were soulmates, so you got to fight back. But again, there are limits.
Have they talked about it?
I mean, they talked about it a little bit, as far as I know. They haven't actually had a serious talk again. As far as I know, they haven't had a serious
It's not
talk
over.
again.
It's not over till it's over, baby.
Yeah, it's not over till it's over.
Is it over till it's over?
I don't say it just because I'm a communication major. I honestly believe that everything just has to be communicated properly and said in the right way. Like clearly state what's going on, and then that'll help you clarify the situation.
Yeah.
And make sure that the receiving end is receiving it the right way.
So
you
should
can't
I-
have someone in like a
Should I ever prepare to talk about communication? I'm gonna roll up my sleeves. Not that our viewers can see that, but for you.
Bam.
But yeah, maybe first of all, you're gonna have to get that communication with themselves, with yourself. See how you feel about the breakup, and then whenever you get to that point that you're ready to talk to the person again, whatever you decide, whether or not you want to try and get back together or you want to just make things clear that it's over, you got to have that talk with them, and that's really it's just
it's 2 steps, but those are big in between steps.
we're just talking about because like if you decide that it's not going to work, then you just suck it up and you just take it and you roll with it for however long you need to go. Lean on friends is probably pretty good advice.
It's probably the best advice.
You gotta kind of let yourself suffer a little bit before you can get back into the
Yeah.
game.
And most likely, your feelings won't ever go away. There's always going to be that one thing in the back of your heart.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, even if it's not first love, it can still stay there for a while. But
Of course.
True story. It's something.
You live and you learn, and that's some experience for you.
Yeah. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to move on.
Don't be afraid to move on. Don't be
Yeah.
afraid to think about it again.
Yeah.
If it was really that special.
Exactly.
Love's a wild roller coaster.
Something like that. I don't know.
Oh, God,
Roller
yeah.
coasters are nicer than this.
They're more fun.
They're more fun. You
They're
know?
enjoyable. They end.
And fast.
Yeah.
fast,
You know?
fast and fun.
And you still have the high afterward. Like, you're still feeling good about
Yeah.
it.
Like what?
You know?
No matter what happens, even if you throw up,
You
you're
know,
still
they
like,
keep
oh,
saying love is like a roller coaster, but I don't see it.
me neither.
Say it right.
I think they're just saying ups and downs.
Yeah, ups
they're,
and
they're,
downs.
they're just saying ups and
They're
downs.
just
Right?
being very
downs.
shallow about that.
I understand that. I understand that, right? But it's like people never think out the full analogy.
That's
All
true.
We're pretty
You
much.
wait
hold
in
on,
line.
hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. This is a point I'm trying to make, though. Where people don't think out their full analogies. Because, you know, Katy Perry's song, Firework, I was thinking about this the other day.
I have a lot of problems with that song.
Okay. Here's the thing, though.
I can dance to it, but I'm not a real problem.
Here's the thing, though. A firework is she wants you to be a firework. So you're a firework, right? So what does that mean in her song? That means like be unique,
You
be
blow
yourself.
up, yeah.
Be yourself, right? Is that what it's supposed
Oh,
to mean?
it's
Light,
wrong.
light up the world.
What she intends to mean
Yeah.
is like light up and like be. But see, fireworks last for a few seconds, so you don't want to last for a few seconds. You don't want to make a 15 minutes of fame thing. You want because
Yeah.
fireworks are what, like 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
less.
For one day.
they blow up.
The fallout hurts people. It burns.
There's smoke.
Yeah. See,
Ash.
See, there's
even different ones.
Wait, it takes hours and hours to build, and then it blows up.
Exactly.
Is this a breakup?
It takes hours.
Is that a breakup song?
It takes hours and hours to build up, and then you're only good. You only show up for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Like that's not.
Yo, that's like the hammer missile from Iron Man 2. It takes hours to build. Little dink.
That's true.
That's the analogy.
It's just funny things like that. It's also okay. So
let's go back to the point.
Okay, let's go back to the viewer mail first. Really, we're just gonna keep saying it's tough, but you just kind of deal with it. You take time. Take as much time as you feel like you need. Don't let anybody give you a timetable.
Yeah.
It's you, how you feel. I mean, but don't turn people away who are trying to help you either.
Just let them know what you're going through.
And no matter what, listen to your heart. You know, that feeling you get.
There's nothing else you could do
for you.
But seriously, though, like your heart tells you where to go.
Yeah.
Leads you where you need to go.
Okay, shot.
Yeah.
Being real heartfelt about it. Yeah. Giving the tough reality, then being real heartfelt
But
about
also,
it.
on that same note, don't speak through your heart because it's reading your brain and heart on separate levels.
Yeah. So really, we just
cheesy analogies.
We gave you a really bunch of confusing advice, but you know, you'll sort through it. You'll take what you want. Feel free.
Just go with Brian. Tough it out, but
I mean, try and understand what's going on inside you and understand what you really want, basically.
And good luck.
Good luck.
Sounds like a really crappy situation.
You're probably going to watch a lot of TV, a lot of How I Met Your Mother, a lot of
rom-coms,
a lot of Friends.
Yes.
You know, that's what. You know,
that's what the dudes suggest. That's what's on our Netflix.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for reaching out to the dudes through dudes' needs.
Yeah. So about the fail analogies thing, it's not an analogy, but you know, condoms, Trojan condoms. Let's talk about this for a second.
Break it down.
So
break it down, Barney style.
Talk about love.
So we're talking about Trojan condoms, right? And I was discussing how bad, like, who thought this was a good idea to name a condom Trojans? Because when you think about it, Trojans are associated with the Trojan horse, and the Trojan horse was a big object that hid a bunch of small people inside, and then they came out of this object after invading the walls, and came out and invaded the town and took over. How is that good for condoms? just a small thing out there. Okay.
I don't even know. I think they were just thinking like they're the helmets because that's all they show. It's like if your condom's a helmet.
Well, maybe they're talking about the brave men that
who pillaged the town,
who got
slaughtered women,
who got in there, safe. There was no risk of disease, no risk of getting killed because you were inside.
Maybe that could be it. If they were thinking that, that's clever. But you know, think about it though.
I don't think that's on the back of the box.
The horse essentially got broken out of.
That's true.
And a bunch of small people came out and invaded the town. That's the first thing you associate with Trojan horse.
Maybe what we should attack is the idea that Trojan really makes bad condoms, and they're just trying to screw people over.
Maybe. Okay. Anyway,
I bet you if we track down all the accidental births or pregnancies,
Trojans,
they're all Trojan condoms. I bet you.
That's pretty good. Okay.
You can make some. So his point. Think out your analogies. Because
wait, you know what love is like? We just had a warhead because on the outside it sucks, and and it's so sour, and it's so sour. But you've got to stick it out and work through it, suck it all out to get to the inside, the sweet center at the end of the flavor.
Are you a Sour Patch Kid now?
First they're sour, then they're sweet.
Yeah, exactly.
But we're not kids.
No.
We're at war.
Yeah. It's that initial, oh, God, this sucks. And then you just got to stick out through. I mean, for the love, of course, it takes, years. But, you know.
But then someone would just be on your case and be like, well, what about the rapper, Erin?
Well, okay. But our